Hey, token straight friends. I mean, I was a whole congressman up until last Friday. Could have just stopped by my office. Let's talk about Botox for a second. You can tell it works. I'm 35. Don't look it. From rise to congressman to fallen diva, as they all say. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. That's me. Love that your siblings call you the chaos child because that's how I'm known in my house. So we have that in common. Period. Keep slaying, queen. Mwah.
I've changed my mind on George Santos. I think that the Cameo side hustle, it's his main hustle now, is great and he should continue doing it. In fact, I'm not the only one. People are literally paying this guy hundreds of dollars per Cameo video. And I do want to talk about that in more detail, especially as his legal woes begin to heat up again. He is facing federal charges of fraud and money laundering, and it's pretty serious. But Santos seems to be rolling in some dough now that he's making Cameo videos for anyone who's willing to pay him for those videos. And I'm sure it'll come in handy for his legal fees. Now, Santos currently charges $500 a video and claimed to The Spectator that he is set to hit $350,000 in revenue from it by the end of the month and has made over 500 videos with a log over 400 outstanding. John, what are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing, John?
Look, technically he is not doing anything wrong. People want the thing that he's selling and he is, I guess, actually making it. That said, he's terrible and I hate when people get financially rewarded like 10 times over what a normal person earns in a year for being bad. So I am opposed to the creation and propagation of deepfakes in 99.9% of all cases, with the 0.1% being if creating a deepfake of a person stops a right-wing a-hole from getting money on a Cameo, just do that instead. Honestly, there are so many Cameos out there at this point. Why are people buying new ones? Just send your friend one of the ones that's been posted on Twitter. It doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't need to be customized.
You know what I think it is? I think it's ordinary people liking that they have some control over public figures. Yes. That they can pay public figures to do a thing that they want them to do. I think that's what it's about. And look, I've seen many Cameos. Many Cameos with no riz, zero riz. And the thing with George Santos is he's dripping in riz. I don't like the guy. I think he's a fraudster. He's a bad dude, okay? Corn Pop is a bad dude. And he runs around with a bunch of bad boys. But he's got riz. He's got riz.
I would love to not hear that anymore. If I will pay you $450 to stop saying that right now. No, like if he's gonna make $350,000, he can dress it up a little bit. He can create a little corner with a tripod and a ring light. Put a little bit of work into it, buddy. He's cranked out 500 videos because he's doing like 40 seconds sitting on the couch in his sweats. Anybody can do that. Put a little bit of style behind it. Earn those $400 a video.
It also appears that he's getting a little greedy because Jimmy Kimmel, who's a host of a late night show, of course, wanted to get in on the action. And so he announced a new segment on his show. This happened last Friday and it's titled, "Will George Santos Say It?" And so he essentially pranked Santos, even though Santos is getting paid here, but he pranked Santos by paying for Cameo videos under pseudonyms, requesting that Santos read out absurd messages. Kimmel's team wondered just what he would say for money and jumped on the bandwagon, requesting a congratulations video for winning a Florida beef eating contest. Wow, so funny. Another for the successful clothing of a schnauzer named Adolf, and a third video from Ron, who was just trying to explain to his estranged wife why he burnt down their shed with fireworks. So Kimmel has apparently shown so far 4 of these Cameos on his program and stated that he ordered about a dozen more as well. And now this is where Santos comes in, and we're gonna talk about his insane greed, because Santos is now claiming that Kimmel's stunt has violated Cameo's terms of service because he's buying personal use videos instead of business videos or videos that are meant for business purposes. So Cameo Business is a separate branch of the site and grants commercial rights for using the videos at a higher rate. Like you have to pay more money for it, which is why Santos is like a little salty about this. As such, if Cameo's terms of service are to be believed, Kimmel has underpaid Santos to the tune of tens of thousands on the 4 videos he has released so far. The balance is $21,800 and change, according to Santos. You should never take his word for it. Never believe this guy. But nonetheless, which accounts for the videos and 50% business rush rate. And if more videos are aired, the total cost of 16 or so videos with just a 15-day license would be $40,000. $60,000 with a rush fee, of course. For a 90-day license, that would be $99,008 or $148,512 if you do the rush fee. Shut up and sit down.
Why not?
Okay, you made hundreds of thousands of dollars doing nothing, essentially. Shut up.
Yeah, and by the way, Jimmy Kimmel covering it, I'm sure, has gotten many people to buy videos who would not otherwise have done it. So you're doing just fine. That said, of the like they're pranking him. Those 3 examples you gave,
bad.
I don't understand. Like I don't watch Kimmel. Maybe these are like inside jokes or whatever. I'm more of a Colbert man, I guess. But I don't get what's funny about any of those. I feel like Santos is getting this money basically for free.
Yeah, totally. I can't believe he's complaining about this. I haven't seen those segments, so I feel a little guilty judging them as unfunny. Maybe they were hilarious, right? The descriptions don't sound funny, but they could be funny. So let's just be fair on that. Now it's unclear if Kimmel will continue to even use George Santos's videos now that Santos is like complaining about this. And Jimmy Kimmel said this: the idea that Mr. Santos would claim we shortchanged him and used credit card purchases improperly proves once and for all that the man is a comedy genius. We're in America, John. You gotta just remember where you're at, okay? Good behavior is usually punished. Bad behavior, you're raking in the dough.
Yeah, well, not always punished, but it's almost always utterly ignored. You don't benefit in any way. Whereas if you just con people on a really high scale, you suddenly get lifted up and now you can just do whatever you want and you get hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. It's a really weird system that we've set up.
Thanks for watching. If you become a member, you get to watch all this ad-free, except for, of course, this ad. Still, hit the join button below.